Welcome to this week's Ask AdWords. My name is Alex.
And my name is Joe.
Ask AdWords is a show where you send in questions over social media using the hashtag Ask AdWords. And we answer the questions. That's the entire show.
It's beautiful.
So let's get down to it. Our first question comes in from EW Design Studio, who asks, after the great results shown by AdWords, does it make sense to do SEO? And SEO standing for Search Engine Optimization.
It does make sense. I mean, AdWords, first off, I'm really glad that you're performing well with AdWords. AdWords and SEO definitely complement each other. And yes, AdWords is great because it puts your ads above the organic search results and it also puts them on the right-hand side. But there are going to be some searches where there are going to be no ads that pop up, and that's where the organic search results and SEO really comes in handy. So they complement each other, and I would definitely suggest also focusing on SEO.
Yeah, and it's a really great way to try out different keywords as well. So let's say you are doing SEO, but you're not showing up for some keywords that you would like to show up for. You could put them into your AdWords account and vice versa. It's a great way to experiment and get really good granular data through both mediums. So we recommend doing both of them. Because again, we're not always going to show ads, so it's good to be there regardless.
Excellent. Second question comes from Anders. How can I reproduce and see some results from my own product listing ads campaign in Denmark when I'm situated in Germany?
Cool. So the question here is getting at when you're not located where you're targeting your ads. So the way to go about trying to trigger your ad when you're not where you're targeting is to show intent to be searching for that area. So let's say you're a florist and you're targeting Los Angeles, but you're located in New York at the time. You could do a search for flowers Los Angeles and potentially see your ad. You could also, if you're searching for another country, go to that country's domain. So for Denmark, I think it's google.dk
DK
for Denmark. You could check it out that way as well.
Absolutely. And honestly, data is the most important part of product listing ads, and you want to look at your auto targets and you want to look at the bids associated with that, the click-through rates associated with that. That's where you're really going to get an idea of how your product listing ads are performing. So let's go to the next question.
Cool. So the last question comes from Ian, who asks, if the campaign is running 6 hours per day, do impression share numbers reflect what's available in that period or the full 24 hours?
That's a good question. So that impression share statistic will be associated just with those 6 hours, not with the entire 24 hours. And for those of you that are wondering, okay, what does impression share really mean? Essentially, there's a percentage that we give to each keyword that's associated with, okay, for all eligible searches, so let's say the search is flowers, what percentage of the time when someone types in flowers does your ad actually pop up? Let's say it's 80% of the time. It gives you an idea of how your ad's performing. There's also 2 columns that you can add in there that talk about lost impression share due to budget and ad rank. So you get an idea of, is your ad not showing because your budget's too small or because your ad rank needs to improve?
Yeah, so for all of you out there who heard this question, we're wondering what is impression share? It's actually probably one of the most important things you can check out in your account.
Pretty cool.
Is to check to see, why isn't my ad showing? How often is it showing? And what's causing it, not to show?
Absolutely. Well, we really appreciate you watching. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to use social media with the hashtag AskAdWords, and we will answer your questions next week.
Cool.
Have a good one.